How can I prevent JavaScript DOM property update issues? Imagine trying to change a light switch and it just won't turn on. Sometimes, updating elements in the document object model can feel just like that. Let's talk about how to keep your web pages running smoothly when changing element properties. First, understand that HTML attributes are like the initial settings you see in the code, but DOM properties are the current state of those elements in the browser. Changing an attribute does not always change the property, and vice versa. For example, if you set the value attribute of an input field, it sets the initial value. But if the user types something, the property updates, not the attribute. This mismatch can cause confusion. To avoid this, always update element properties directly when you want real-time changes. For example, use element value or element checked instead of set attribute. Remember, properties are the live data, attributes are the initial setup. Also, be aware of property types. For instance, checked is a Boolean, so assign true or false. Style is an object, so modify its properties like style background color. Assigning the wrong type can cause unexpected results. To keep things consistent, store your element references in variables once you find them. Repeatedly searching the DOM slows down your code and can cause issues if the DOM changes. Use variables like const myButton is equal to document, query selector, myButton, and reuse that reference. When updating multiple elements, batch your changes using techniques like document fragments. This way, you avoid multiple reflows that can cause flickering or partial updates. For styling, prefer toggling CSS classes with class list instead of changing inline styles directly. This keeps your code cleaner and reduces conflicts. Use getAttribute and setAttribute only when you need the original HTML attribute value, not the current state. For example, getAttribute href gives you the exact value from the HTML, while href property gives you the resolved URL. Some properties do not sync back to attributes, so if you're relying on attributes for state, consider using custom data attributes like data. These are safe for storing and updating data without affecting the element's behavior. To keep your code predictable, select elements once and store them. Always update properties directly for dynamic changes. Use classes for style updates and batch DOM changes to improve performance. Understanding the difference between attributes and properties, especially from elements and links, helps prevent issues. Following these tips will help you keep your DOM manipulation smooth, predictable, and bug-free.